Good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. This morning we are going to do a full-bodied mobility practice followed by the abdominal breathwork Kapalbhati. With that being said, let's make a start. Standing at the front of our mat, big toes together, heels and ankles slightly apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. A couple of sun salutations just to get the body warmed up. Step the right foot, step the left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, coming into an upward facing dog or a cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. In your first downward facing dog, do whatever you need to do to loosen off, get yourself feeling comfortable. Pedaling the feet. And then walking 1 foot at a time to the front of your mat. Lengthening the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, samastiti. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend for this one. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step back, exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Trying to sink the belly, the chest and the chin, relaxing in the shoulders, driving the hips up. And 5, inhale, walk to the front. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming all of the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, samastiti. One more, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands come to the mat. Step or jump back. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Centering the right foot, kick the left foot up and over, dropping it over to the right hand side, opening up down that left side there. Dropping it back down, kicking up with the right, dropping over to the left. And then back down, kicking up with the left, dropping it over again. This time we're going to step through to the front. Just drop the right knee. Inhale the arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale, twisting down to the left. Dropping the right elbow behind the left knee. Placing the right hand on top in a sideways prayer. Twisting out to the left hand side. Inhale back to the center. Reaching up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Kicking the right foot up over, dropping it to the left side. Inhale, stepping forward, drop the left knee down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twisting down to the right hand side, dropping the left elbow behind the right knee, placing the hand on top. Inhale back to the center. Inhaling up, drop the hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog again. You want to center the left foot now. Actually, center the right foot. Center the right foot. Bring the left heel to the left glute. Draw some nice big circles. And 5 the other way. Dropping it back down. Moving over to the right side. Right heel, right glute. 5 big circles. 4 and 5. And then 5 the other way. And 5. Dropping the knees down. Big toes together. Widen the knees. Sinking the belly, the chest and the chin down to the mat. Inhale, coming forward into cobra. Chest out, shoulders back. And then exhale, sitting back down into child's pose. Inhale, coming back in for another cobra. Exhale, sitting back. One more, inhale, coming forward. Into cobra, exhale, sitting back. Walking the hands over to the left side. Place the right hand on top of the left when you get to around 10 o'clock. And feel a nice stretch all the way down that right hand side. And just breathe into it for a few breaths. Walking over to the center. And then walking over to the right side. Placing the left hand on top of the right. Breathing into that left side there. Feeling the stretch all the way down. Back over to the center. And now coming up to this kind of seated position. I want you to inhale up, hands up, exhale, twist down to your right hand side, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale back to the center, inhaling up, exhale, twisting down to the left, looking behind the left shoulder. Inhale back to the center, inhaling up, exhale, twist down to the right. Inhale back to the center and up, exhale to the left. And inhale back to the center again. Come forward, tuck the toes just behind you and come into this nice little yogic squat. If you can't get your heels to the ground, then just lean forward ever so slightly and support yourself with your hands. I'm just going to rock side to side in this position. Kind of feel the glutes stretching off. And we're going to start straightening the legs here. I want you to come to a slight bend in the knees, placing the left arm over the top of both knees, right fingertips, right hand facing down to the mat. We're going to exhale, twist up to the right side. Few breaths here. Inhale, dropping it back down, twisting up, exhale to the left. Inhale back to the center, exhale, twist up to the right. Inhale back to the center, twist up to the left. And then what I want you to do is just come down onto that left knee. Let me just switch it around for you so you can see what's going on. Take the right hand, place it underneath the right foot. And you want your toes to be on your wrists almost. And you're going to use your foot to help massage your hand. If you want to apply more pressure, come up onto the left foot, and you're just going to use that right foot to massage the right hand. Switching over to the left side now. If you want to intensify this slightly, externally rotate the forearm. Give yours a shake off. Back down to the ground. Back down to the ground. Back down to the mat. Coming into this position, widen the knees as much as you need to here. Big toes together. And we're going to sit back ever so slightly. I want you to feel the biting point in the quads. So that biting point is where you get to where you don't want to go any further. And just I want you to hold that position, or just start doing a couple of these little reps, taking a bend in the arm. You might find that each time you get a little bit further down. If you feel like you can get down to the mat like this, then lie down. If this is too easy, start to bring the knees together. Engage in the stomach here. I don't want any big back bends to compensate. And we're just going to hold this position for 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. If you're in this position here, draw the shoulder blades together, dig the elbows in, and then step up one at a time. I want you to come back into this position. I'll tell you what, let's jump into a downward facing dog and just stretch out the calves, pedaling the feet, stretching out the hamstring slightly. And then we're going to drop back down to this position. Drive the hips forward. Inhale the arms up. Slight back bend here. Really, really driving the hips forward. Strong in the legs. If you want to, hold your hands here. Hold the back bend. You can also take your arms around. Holding your waist there. Give yourself some support, but get a deeper back bend. If you want to go even further, take hold of both ankles. Driving the hips forward, chest out, shoulders back. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, coming up. Whew. And then coming down into our child's pose. Just to rest, just for a minute. Tuck the toes, sit back, and then extend the legs out in front of us. Widening the legs as much as you can. If you need a block to sit on or a cushion, then go and grab one now. I want you to look at my feet here, my ankles, dorsiflex. This is relaxed, this is dorsiflexion. You're going to sit up straight. You're going to inhale the arms up, and you're going to think folding forward of the belly, the chest and the chin. As soon as you start to hunch your back, you need to take it back a little bit. That's not where you want to be. So inhale the arms up, exhale, fold forward. And as you can see, that's where I'm at the minute. And then we're going to go again, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forward. You might get a little bit deeper now. And you can take hold of your shins or your ankles, or if you're extremely flexible, take hold of your toes just to help pull you a little bit further into that position. I'm going to inhale the arms up, twist round to the left, and then drop down, folding over that left leg. Trying to remember dorsiflexion in both feet. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist down to the right. Inhale, back to the center and up. And then folding forward. Sit back, take a bend in the knees. Drop both knees to the left hand side. 90-degree bend. in both legs. Back up to the center, drop down to the right. Down to the left. Down to the right. And back out in front, give them a little bit of a shake off. Bring the soles of the feet together. Sit up straight. Placing the hands underneath. Pulling the heels in as close as you can. And we're going to rock side to side. Okay. Legs out in front of you. Cross legs. But we're kind of wanting the legs to be almost parallel with each other. And then what we're going to do is just lean forward ever so slightly, placing the hands out in front of us. And you should start to feel this in. So if you have the right leg in front, you can feel it a little bit more in the right glute. If you want to intensify this, take hold of the ankles, or you can wrap your arms round and underneath and just help pull yourself into that position a little bit more. Really feeling that deep stretch in the glute. Coming back up, swap the legs over. Same again. Just lean forward. If you do want to intensify it, take hold of the ankles and just help pull yourself a little bit further in. Or you can wrap the arms round and underneath and just help pull yourself in. Inhale, come back up, hands out by your side, palms facing up, internally rotate the right, externally rotate the left, and then just go through the movement, internal, external, external, switching each hand. Both palms facing up now, fingertips on the shoulders, nice big circles. 5 the other way. And then give it a shake off. That's it done for our full-bodied mobility routine. I'm going to move my mat against the wall. We are going to be doing quite a few rounds of this breath work. So if you need to get some tissue, because we're going to do some forceful exhales. So if you need some tissue, go and grab some now. I want you to sit in a comfortable seated position. Sit up straight. When performing this breath work, we want to be relaxed in the face, relaxed in the body. The only thing that we are moving is the abdomen. And so first of all, let's just take some breaths in and out of both nostrils. Deep breaths filling up the lungs. Then exhaling, completely emptying them. On this next breath, I want you to inhale at about 75-80% capacity of your lungs. And we're going to start the breath work. If you've never done this before, it's kind of using the stomach as a pump. So you would, the forceful exhale is on the way out. So obviously the exhale is on the way out. Forceful exhale, but the inhale is a kind of passive inhale. So use the, and then as this relaxes, it just allows, so this, imagine, is your stomach. As this relaxes again, just allow it to draw the breath back in. So we're going to go for a few rounds. If you feel like you need to stop, just stop and return to normal breathing, and then just join back in when you feel comfortable. Okay, relaxing everything, the face, shoulders, arms, everything. Inhale. Deep inhale and deep exhale. And then inhale. Round 2. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Going for round 3. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Going in for round 4 now. Deep inhale and deep exhale. We want to close the session off with our visualization practice. So close the eyes and let the breath return to normal. I want you to just take a moment just to try and clear your mind. If you get any random thoughts pop up, just ignore them, move them along. Or should I say, acknowledge them. I like to just acknowledge them and then visually move them out to the side to be dealt with later. There's nothing really you can do about it now. And then I want us to return back to the mantra. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And so the first part is the thought. I want you to think of something that you are trying to bring into your life. It could be a personal goal, a fitness goal. It could be a goal in your business. It could be closing a certain deal. And I want you to visualize that. Visualize it when you are in that position. Just imagine how that feels. And so I think, I feel. So we're moving on, we're on to the feeling. We're going to tie the emotion to the thought. How does that feel? And finally, what is an action that you can take this week that's going to get you one step closer to where you want to be in life? If it's a personal fitness goal, it could be just showing it up this week, sticking with your nutrition, sticking with your training plan. If it's a goal in your business, it could be sending an email, it could be doing that piece of work that you know you need to do. Reaching out to that potential client. Just simple actions like that. And when you come to doing these actions, I want you to revert back to this morning's practice and think about, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And when you do these actions, do them with intention. Do them with the thought and the feeling that this is going to bring you one step closer to where you want to be. That brings us to the end of our session. I hope you're feeling nice and loose. I hope you're feeling set up for the day. And just remember, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. We'll just take a moment just to say a thank you to yourself. If you believe in a God or a higher power, the universe, whatever that is, we'll take a moment just to say a thanks. Show some gratitude for this morning. And yeah, I'll see you again shortly in the next one. Goodbye for now.